I could be right back and see if I can grab what I was cooking.
Oh, that's cool. So what are you guys going to do? Salia, Codex, Miguka? What kind of actions are you going to take?
Well, I mean, I guess I'm still just best for like protecting everyone if you're going to do something, but I mean, otherwise I can't really think of anything except just maybe straight up kidnapping people.
I mean, could do more surveillance of the building itself and people who go in and out.
That sounds good.
This seems like a lot of magic stuff happening, so while Codex doesn't understand a whole lot of that, he'll let the people that do know about magic do their thing, and he will see if he can look into a little bit more on what Aztech may be doing here.
So you're going to be searching. Is this a matrix search, or are you going to try and find a host, or what are you going for?
Let me see if the Matrix will turn up any information, like on dark sites, that may talk about why Aztech took this building, what they're doing here.
Cool, and how long are you going to spend on that?
I'll spend another 3 hours while they talk about magic and whatnot.
Cool.
And I'm going to go ahead and pre-edge the roll on this as well.
Let's go for it. So yeah, you're hunting down black sites on the fringes of the matrix, and you know you're doing well when you start coming across a rumor thread on the host is a particularly small one. It's one of those ones which is sort of, it's not exactly like a Shadowrunners black site, but it's more a discussion board for other legal and hard to obtain things. And you come across a discussion board, and there's a number of, fairly standard forum threads, but one of them sticks out at you. It's questioning, why did Tony Atkins go to Southeast Asia? It's rather recent, a couple of months old. And it talks about Tony Atkins going to Southeast Asia. And he seems to have something weird going on up in the head. There's something not quite right with that man. Then they seem to link it back to the negotiations for the new property that they're going to be putting in Seattle. There's discussion of what it's going to be used for, and essentially whatever it's publicly listed as being used for, it's going to be used for completely normal, everyday corporate things by Aztechnology. All of this will be a scam. Somebody had insider information on what the security was going to be. There was going to be a military-grade minor barrier. There was going to be permanent astral mages on projection. The mundane security was also top-notch. Well-designed camera system, motion sensors, olfactory sensors, paired guards on patrol with bar guests. That's all pretty bad. And then there was the very scary inbuilt drone security system. There are defense rails in the floor and the ceiling, and drone turrets that are able to zip to any part of the extraterritoriality within just seconds. There's very coded job offers for 4 security riggers. Aztechnology needs a competent security rigger, something on. But if you read past it all, it's essentially, we want somebody who can hold against, anything. This thread of discussion includes bits of documents that have been hacked out of hosts, like fragments of job postings, and it all comes together to paint a very nasty picture. Whatever Aztechnology is doing with their new place in Seattle, it's dark and it's very secret. And apparently the person to talk to is Toby Atkins.
Well,
So, oh, by the way, oh, never mind.
that does not bode well.
No, it does
Okay, guys.
not.
I have a plan. We go into the deep mana planes, find his soul, ask him some questions, and just casually walk back out. It'll be fine.
Yeah, that won't be happening.
Mm-hmm.
I think the best idea would probably define where he died in his home, right?
Yes.
So find where he lives, find the circumstances of death, and either find incriminating information and like blackmail them or something.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and retract what I said earlier. Now I'm starting to think that Aztec possibly took out their own guy just to keep stuff quiet about whatever's happening here. Now that they have the building, they don't need him anymore.
It's a possibility, and it's the one I think is
The fast and sad
most
life
likely.
of the super secret shadow corporate real estate agents.
So can we get more information on where he actually lived and how he died?
While his address is pretty public.
Mm.
While his address is pretty public and actually pretty easy to find, there's no information about how he died. Everything refers you back to there is an ongoing Nightmare and Aztechnology joint investigation. Details will be published upon conclusion of this investigation in 4 to 6 weeks' time.
So can we? Hey, how do you guys feel about going there and checking out his house ourselves?
We can do that.
It's worth a shot.
Well, he lives in Bellevue. Are you guys just going to drive over to Bellevue?
Could you repeat that again? Sorry, Discord keeps disconnecting without telling me.
Well, yeah, he lives over in Bellevue. Are you guys just going to drive over to Bellevue? Do you have his address?
I would prefer to have a more in-depth plan, like possibly having the floor plans of the high-rise apartment home.
We're also
kind of
walking into a
area?
crime scene, so
Well,
that
that
might
too.
complicate stuff.
Well,
Yeah, a little
if
bit.
you search it up, it's trivial to find that he lives in a Aztechnology sponsored apartment block in Bellevue, a luxury lifestyle. Yeah, that's quite interesting. It's close by the Sound. It's pretty nice, really.
Ah.
The floor plans are not publicly accessible. The security of the place as well. It's Aztechnology provided housing for Aztechnology employees. Really, it doesn't have to give anybody the time of day.
So what do you think our chances are, if anyone has any experience with this, of getting in and looking around?
I think we can scope out the building from the outside. I can get an idea on what we're up against on the Matrix side, and we can work from there.
Okay.
And let's see. There's been options for lists for that whole area there. I guess I'll first off be looking at the astral, where everything, and see if there are any roving security Mages, spirits, watchers, that kind of thing.
Near the building, near Tony Atkins' apartment.
Yes, there.
Yes. So if you guys drive over to Bellevue, you've all got quite serious sins. That's good to know. Nobody's carrying anything, highly illegal. That's also good to know. Because the apartment building is actually behind a knight errant cordon. The entire building is behind a cordon.
Oh boy.
Yeah, they're letting residents in and out, but apparently nobody else. There's a host of journalists trying to get interviews with anybody official looking from Knight Errant or Aztechnology, but they're all being kept at bay by black masked, serious-looking security people of no obvious affiliation, although you assume it's Aztechnology, given that everybody apparently related to Knight Errant is wearing big Knight Errant branded windbreakers and other corporate sponsorship. When lettuce starts to peer into the astral around here, you immediately notice, well, it just took a second and it was a glimpse out of the center of your eye, but why was there a speck of darkness floating around that just disappeared when it possibly noticed you looking at it?
That's spooky.
The astral returns to vibrant, bright, overwhelming techno-color. But that blanketing darkness, that thing that just popped out of existence when you lit up. Just, yeah. Still, the astral is, pretty relatively good. The high lifestyle of the area manages to generate a pretty benign background. The emotions here are all too worried about money and status, pleasure and wealth. It's pretty easy to work in. There's no projecting mages or security spirits around, but you do notice a couple of watchers lazily orbiting the building.
Okay.
By the way, earlier, did you say there's an increased number of FOVO or something? What was that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're little
there's
manoids.
so FOVO, mana void tornadoes, and there was a news ticker item on them, on one of the data chips included, stating that an increased number of them had been present in downtown and that awakened people should take care.
Oh, right, there was that. The locations on that, does it seem to sort of center on Madison Street by chance?
It's slightly off to one side of Madison Street, but the area of where they seem to be starting off could somewhat be centered on Madison Street. You don't know. They're sort of sporadic, and there's one started here and one started here, one started here down by Microdeck and in the AHCE, then down by Renraku and up by the Omni Dome, and then one all the way out by Dasern. Yeah.
It's not too hard to discern that that's almost certainly whatever Aztec's doing there.
Though it might just be a secondary effect as opposed to their actual goal and all that.
True, whatever they're doing there could be causing these, but as I said before, I'm not very knowledgeable on all this magic mumbo jumbo.
Neither am I.
So, this apartment building, how are you guys feeling about our chances on getting in there?
I don't think we have enough muscle to physically fight past them, probably.
Unless we manage to get an Aztec in, I'm saying I don't think we can.
That is an idea. Does anybody here know somebody that can make some sense?
Another. No, that'd be a little bit